Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look at the Samsung Galaxy A54, which is their premium mid-range Android smartphone. In fact, Samsung sent me multiple units of this one, so I started testing one of them because they were talking a lot about the camera. This is supposed to have nightography and all those stuff, so we'll have a look at it. But I left one of the box here so that I could just unbox it first and give you an idea. In fact, this comes with the new Exynos 1380 chipset, and I was also very curious about it, what would be the performance. So I'll also show you some benchmarks and stuff and general performance, but they have changed quite a bit on this smartphone compared to the earlier A52, 53 series and stuff like that, in a good way, I would say. Okay, we do get a SIM ejector tool, and we get this box. Nothing much to there'll be some paperwork and all those things in this one, and a USB to Type-C cable. No charger in the box, but this supports charging up to 25 watt speedy charging. So this is the new color, and the purple one, I think so. This looks actually pretty cool. And one thing that I immediately noticed on this smartphone is that now the back is actually glass, and this is also Gorilla Glass 5, which is a welcome move before because earlier A series devices were coming with the plastic back. So definitely gives a more premium feel. In fact, if I show you the other colors also, this is the what is greenish lime color, and I also have the black one. So which one is your favorite? Do let me know. The black is traditional, but these two are more funkier colors. So anyways, so that's the colors and stuff, and so I'll just keep that to the side, and let me give you a physical overview. And overall, I would say one thing I liked is the build quality on this one is a lot better. In fact, Samsung was touting a lot about the durability of this phone. This is IP67, and they said that this is durable, that it should survive regular drops and stuff. So we'll also test that and see how it does. So here we have what do you say, SIM tool. We also get a SIM ejector pin over here, so let's just pop this out. And this also of course has a rubber gasket because it's IP67 rated. And guys, this is a hybrid solution that you're getting, dual SIM hybrid, so that's actually a nice thing. I thought no micro SD card will be there, but that's there. And again, immediately the build quality is very good on this one. We have the volume rockers, power on off button, stereo speakers again, and this is also supposed to have Dolby Atmos. In fact, it also has NFC and all those things. So in that area they didn't compromise, I would say. Again, USB Type-C port, main microphone, and this end is very clean. Back we have a triple camera setup. Main camera is a 50 megapixel with OIS, and they have done a little bit more on the OIS this time. In fact, I'll show you a sample later on in the camera samples. The OIS, if you know, it actually moves in. Earlier devices, they said that OIS was moving about 0.09 degrees, but on this one it moves up to 1.5 degrees. Hence, even if you are shooting videos when you walk and stuff, they'll come out stable. Then we have ultra wide on this one. That's a 12 megapixel, and 5 megapixel is macro. So all functional cameras, no 2 megapixel gimmicks or something like that. Front facing is supposed to be a 32 megapixel. So let me just quickly set this up, and then we will continue and also show you the samples and other things. So guys, as I've told you, I had already set up this smartphone, so let's have a look. And it also has an in-display fingerprint scanner because it's an AMOLED screen that you're getting. I'll just adjust the brightness. It's actually pretty bright. This screen can go very bright, as you can see. So I'll just pull it down a little bit. And again, if you notice, the in-display fingerprint scanner, and they have put a very good quality AMOLED screen on this. Like typical Samsung phones, it's a good quality AMOLED screen. It can go up to 120 hertz, and I have actually kept it to 120 hertz. There is a little bit of bloatware. As you can see, these apps were pre-installed, like Byju's, Spotify, Netflix, Snapchat. Let's see if we can uninstall it. I think so we should be able to uninstall. Yes, we can directly remove uninstall option is there, so directly we can uninstall it. But yeah, these were the actually bloatware that were installed on this one. Overall, again, very fluid on this one. We do also have NFC and Dolby Atmos. If you get the smartphone, for some reason these were not there, you have to pull it down from here. I don't know why, but yeah, NFC and all those things are there. We also have the Samsung Pay and all those things. So if you are liking that Samsung Pay and all those things, you can do that. Now, I was also very curious about this smartphone because this is the first smartphone that comes with the new what do you say, Exynos 1380 chipset, and it's actually a pretty good chipset because yes, of course it's octa-core based on 5 nanometer, nothing that new. But what was happening is that in the mid-range, the powerful cores, that is the Cortex A78, those were mostly dual core, but on this one, those actually powerful cores are actually quad core. That's the Cortex, all the 4 cores, powerful cores, for power efficient. I saved the screenshots. Let me just show you. And if I go over, yeah, okay, here is the Geekbench, and if you notice, single core score we got 992, and for multi-core 2836, which is actually pretty good. I also actually ran what do you say, Antutu on this one, and to give you an idea, we got a score of 5,19,000, almost 5,20,000. And I also like the fact that the smartphone did not heat up that much when I was running the benchmark. It only increased by 2.8 degrees Celsius, and battery drop was about 4%. Another thing that I did test on this one, and I was very curious, what is regarding the storage. This comes with only one RAM variant, that is 8 gigabytes of RAM. That's LPDDR4 RAM, and actually storage is two types you will get, 128 gigabytes or 256. And I'm happy to say that I saved that screenshot also. The storage type is actually UFS 3.1 on this one. In fact, this is the benchmark I did, and as you can see, for reads and writes, we are getting about 500. That means it's a very fast storage. It's UFS 3.1 on this one. That way they have done a good job. So overall, I would say the processor is a good move, I would say, from Samsung. This Exynos 1380, a decent processor that you're getting. Also, this does have a 5000 milliamp hour battery, and here are all the specs for your reference, guys. In terms of specs, I'm happy that they didn't skimp a lot of things. For example, even NFC was there, and this 5000 milliamp hour battery should last for a long time. So that is something that I noticed. And again, one thing I didn't like, as I told you, some bloatware was there, but apart from that, again, the general operation of the device is good. I installed actually Chrome on this one, and general scrolling and stuff is actually fast on this one because of that 120 hertz. Let me just go over here. As you can see, the scrolling and all these things are fast, so it's pretty fluid, and you can set it to what do you say, lower, if I go to display, motion smoothness, and that is adaptive. That means it will move between 60, 120, whatever it's good. So I would suggest just leave it over there. And another thing, again, as this is Samsung is doing a good thing, this also comes out of the box. If you go to software information, Android 13, which is running on One UI 5.1. And I also like the fact that even on this one, Samsung is going to offer next four Android upgrades and 5 years of security upgrades. So that's again one of the best in the industry in this segment. Nobody is doing that. So that way, I would say in terms of software, I like what Samsung is doing. It's clean, it's fast. They have like refined their software more or less, I would say. And you're getting the same experience even on this smartphone. Left, you get that Google pane. And I would say overall the stereo speakers are good on this one. If I go to copyright free music, let's just play one of the music. Okay, like this one. Let me just skip. And I'm going to increase the volume. Even at this volume, it's actually pretty loud, but I'm going to increase it. So as you can see, the stereo separation is also very good. And if you enable that Dolby, I had enabled Dolby Atmos on this one, it does make a difference. So it's not less, just like if you use headphones, you get the Dolby Atmos, you get even with the speakers. So that's actually a nice thing. Next thing, Samsung says that that is special on this smartphone is they were talking a lot about durability. Again, this is a review that was sent by Samsung, so we could actually interact with them. They're talking a lot about the durability on this one. Yes, this is IP67 rated. So yes, as you can see, I put it on the wash basin like this. And poured water on it, nothing happened. So that's actually a good thing, IP67. But Samsung was also touting quite a bit about the durability of this one. The front glass is also Gorilla Glass 5, and even the back, the glass that we have on this one is also Gorilla Glass 5. So what I did is, they told that in realistic scenarios, this phone should survive. So what I did is, on the sofa, generally, sometimes if we sit here, the phone falls. So I try to simulate that, as you can see, and the phone actually survived. Next, I thought let's go a little bit above more. As you can see, this is the desk, and this is almost about 4 feet, and sometimes from your desk accidentally a phone can fall. So I tried to simulate that also. Oops. Okay, let's see. Yeah, completely survived. And as you can see, it survived. So definitely I would say Samsung did a little bit of improvements in the durability department, which is generally not the case in mid-range smartphones. These are generally stuff that is IP67 rating, the durability and all those things are reserved only for the higher end smartphones, but they have done a good job here, I feel. Overall, I would say in terms of in-hand feel, the handset feels good. It's having a 6.4-inch screen, so it's neither too big nor small, and the weight balance has been done well. It's approximately about 200 grams and the weight balance has been done well. Now the next big thing about this smartphone is the camera. Again, as I've told you, the main camera does have OIS, and let me just bring some objects here. And typical Samsung, what do you say, UI, that is 1x you get here. You can go ultra wide, that goes actually very wide, ultra wide, and you also can go 2x zoom because of the 50 megapixel it zooms in. And if I go over here, you have a lot of modes over here. We have fun mode, portrait mode, macro, video mode, and if you go to the mode, you have a lot of modes. So in terms of camera software, they haven't cut down a lot of features on this. This has most of the features, and of course this is the front facing camera, and you can also zoom out. In fact, when two people are there, it automatically detects and zooms out. So let me actually show you the sample shots taken with this one. And as Samsung was talking a lot about nightography, if you notice, most of the pics that I shot were at night. And here I was surprised with the results. In fact, in this dull lighting conditions and night conditions also, the camera did perform well. So definitely that OIS on this one is helping, and they did optimize the camera even for low lighting. They call it the nightography. So definitely I would say it is doing a good job. Another thing that I like is that even with the front facing camera, if you notice, this is something that many of the competitors, if you go to the video, yes, full HD it does record. I'll show you a sample, but you can even go to UHD, that is 4K with front facing camera. So this is actually great for vloggers and stuff, which is sorely missing in most of the smartphones in this price range. So that is also something that I like. And here are some of the samples that I have taken with the front facing camera. Now recording with the front facing camera, and I like the fact that it can record even in 4K with the front facing camera, which is great for vlogging and stuff like that. And another thing that I completely forgot to mention is that this smartphone actually has clear voice. In fact, I'm shooting outdoors and it's a little bit windy, and then also because of the clear voice option, if you notice, the audio might be actually very good. So again, in real world conditions also, that clear voice will help you get good calls. So guys, this is the Samsung Galaxy A54 5G. What do you feel about this one? And now let's talk about the pricing. The pricing is out. It starts at 39,000. Yes, so there is certainly a premium towards this one. But again, if you use bank offers and stuff, you can get about 3,000 rupees off, as you can see from the screenshot. What I'll do is I'll leave the link in the description so that you can check it out. And yes, for that price of about 36,000, yes, it looks slightly pricier. But again, guys, remember, you are getting a little bit more compared to many of the premium mid-range Android smartphones. You are getting that IP67 rating, and in terms of durability also, I feel they have done a good job. The rear facing camera performance is good. It has OIS. Also, if you're a sort of a blogger, as I've told you, front facing 4K is also supported on this one. So overall, I would say it's a decent Android smartphone if you are willing to pay that slight Samsung premium. So this is the Galaxy A54 5G. What do you feel about the same? Do let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.